Let's play some video games. Before my back flared up again, a few days ago, we left ourselves on Rantost, the northern end of Lake Evendim. That's of no use to me. I believe we have a travel to instance now, as this is where I left it.
A simple quest to recover ancient Dunedain relics from the hands of the grave robbers who stole them has gone terribly awry. The thieves will not allow the Rangers and their allies to take their treasures from them so easily.
I don't know how I can help.
I'll just hide here until you've defeated the... Yeah, you'll just hide there. Just freaking hide there, that's fine. Whatever. Oh. You need defenders here. Okay, bad people are coming. They are... This might turn out to be difficult. I should eat some food really quick. I'm enjoying a meal. Delicious meal. The entire encampment is under attack. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I see bad guys there. Not a great one for a hunter. It doesn't feel like to me, you know? I did this a couple of weeks ago on a different character. Really not happy with the way it plays. It's just really not. The East encampment. This is East encampment. Yeah, I found it. It just simply doesn't play well. Waves, you can't move fast enough between places, you don't have time for something that's more or less kind of an escort quest in a lot of ways. It's just not well put together, and everyone, the enemy guys run around, your allies run around. It's just not a well constructed system. Assault. And yet, they don't actually go to the center. They go to the east. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's just a freaking terrible put together bit of quest content. Rangers must not be defeated. One has been. The control I had over this, basically none. The west encampment is under assault. It's just terrible. You have no control over what's going on. That's the west encampment. They're coming from the center. And one of them is headed to the east. Why? No idea. It's just, it's awful. It's just dreadful content. There, they've been defeated. We only lost one. It had absolutely nothing to do with me, but we only lost one. It's like an escort quest where you have no control, where there's multiple, you're trying to escort multiple people in different locations, and they wander around randomly, and mobs attack randomly. It's just move that out to there, and consume the sashes.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, friend.
What's your need?
Yeah, lots and lots of bracers to choose from. Let's see. Little edge and power. Might fit power edge. Wait. The same agility. 21 power. 21 power. Vit and might. Or just might. Why would anyone take this one when this has exactly the same stats and 22 vitality? Oh my god. Sometimes I despair. That's got a lot of agility. Edge, might, and vit, or edge, power, and morale. We'd rather have this one.
Can I speak with you a moment?
Talk to Orcalway at Tinadir. Right, head back to Tinadir. Which is just as well, because we're a little low on inventory space, you know? Bit, fate, resistance. Yeah, that one's no good. Let's, I guess, just teleport back. Let's see. Return to Tinadir. Return to camp. Or we can DF. I'll DF. Didn't take me quite to Tinadir, but it got me most of the way there. And I still have my Tinadir port. Half an hour I can make DF back. Yeah, that was the reason I left that one. That quest I just did to be done last time I was on here. Oh, and also good morning to whomever has joined me. Was simply I didn't want to deal with that instance thing because it's terrible. So badly done. But hey, we only had one deader on our hands. Sorry to him, you know. Oh well. Blame the devs, not me. It's also not a good instance for any well-meaning hunter.
What
The
can
tomb
I do
robbers
for
will
you?
threaten our history no more. I thank you greatly for your work to stop them. I know we sent you initially to repair the pact with Ostfarad, but to have you and them go above and beyond and deliver us Rantost, words cannot express my gratitude.
Might I take a moment?
Ding
of your time?
36. I'm now allowed to play Monster Play. I think they lowered the range on that, though, the other day. Dr. Longbow at the Eve Spires. Oh, we're heading off for the Eve Spires, are we? Let me sell things, because my inventory is full of junk.
Greetings.
A padded jacket. Well, we can certainly make a case that I need a padded cell, if not a padded jacket. And we've got another scroll to unscroll. Sell that. Hold on to those. See if we can turn some of these into something a bit more useful. Yeah, that's not really of much use anymore. Go ahead and swap that out. The superior roasted chickens are a far higher quality food than the pork sausages, I think. Yes, pork sausages. All right, we'll cash in some. Hopefully, cash in some tasks. Broken longswords. Broken longswords. And new sword sheaths? No. I will again repeat my complaints about large parts of the task system.
How can I be
And
of
that
service?
every task board in a map should accept all of the items that are listed as being useful for that map. See? It says it can be used in Evendim, but it can't be used at this task board. And that is, again, just silly, dumb design. Broken short bows as well. Oh, okay. Get both of those then. Broken longswords?
What can I do for you? Greetings.
Greetings, indeed. And the two broken items. We will finished up our tasks for the day.
How can I be of service? What can I do for you?
800 morale. These ones are 1200. That's probably 1,000. Yeah. Do I have any of the higher quality calibrants? I don't. That. We can unlock that. And that. Sell those and the pork sausages. Get them out of
How
the
may I help
inventory.
you?
Sell pork sausages. Lock those up for now. And we should be good to go. See what other quests we can pick up here.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Find scratched arrowhead. I've hidden one of my arrowheads somewhere on Evendim. You can pick up my trail and follow the signs. Bow chance, sure. Guide to Evendim, definitely. Cross the bridge from Tinadair to the mainland, so you'll want to begin your search for my trail there. We definitely want this. This is basically the hunter port, or teleport back to Evendim. Subtle tracks. It appears to be up there, so have to ride around, find it. forgotten to turn on all of my toggles, as they do not persist across login sessions, with the exception of your stance. Up and up and up we go. No shortage of white mane scavengers about. Subtle tracks again. I will examine these subtle tracks. Subtle tracks. They're so subtle, I can only see them by the fact that they are clearly labeled. Come to me, punk. There's little question to your keen eye that Horace's trail here bends southwest. My eye is keen. More subtle tracks. Peering closely at the soil, you find a scratched arrowhead partially embedded in the dirt. This must be Horace's arrowhead. Bring the scratched arrowhead to Horace. I will do that. Fastest way to get there is not always the straight line. In this case, it's quick travel. Well, or at least bone travel. Another ambusher. Going to pay the price. And they're dead.
Greetings.
Back to Tinadir. And that will give us our next travel point. Our next hunter teleport point. One of the advantages hunters have is their ability to teleport. In essence, because they're hunters, they know the quick and safe travel points from place to place. Although why Legolas couldn't do that for the Fellowship, I don't know. Yes, I will teleport you from Rivendell all the way to Mordor. Poof. And we're here. Throw the ring in. And we're done. We win. possible. That's not the way things work. But right now we have nickel delving, thorns, 3 steldine. Now we'll get tinadir. And since I know what's coming, I clicked the wrong thing. I've now clicked the right thing. We'll unlock our quick slot bars so we can drag it to its appropriate place. Eventually you get overloaded with them if you level up all the way. There is a plug-in, a mod, that basically allows you to sort of pick them on the fly. Click on a single button and then it brings a pop-up list of which one you actually want to use.
What can I do for you?
Windfinder or Whisper Draw? Power cost, no. Generate less threat, neither one really matters, because I'm always getting all the threat anyway, so the power cost is better. And there's the new one. It goes there. Lock the bars. Again, sell a little. Couple of items that we picked up there.
What can I do for you?
Repair and sell, and frankly, of little or no use. We remove the tasks. And we are off to the Eve Spires. How's my rep with these guys? Getting close to Kindred, I think. Nice. I don't think I can use the water travel, but I have to try, because otherwise it's a long freaking swim. I don't think the boat dude is going to help, because I'm free to play.
What do you need?
Yeah. Must be a subscriber, or have played this character while a subscriber. Which means we've got a long swim ahead of us. We'll go to Till Ruinen first. Try and shortcut it that way a little bit. But either way, it is a long swim. And this is why us old-timers call this zone Everswim. We're headed all the way over there. So, yeah, ways. On the positive side, you'll be getting the new next tier of crafting materials over there. We will be finding Lebethron. And can look at making Lebethron ranged weapons, which I actually think not as good. Yeah, a little bit better, I guess. Yeah, slightly better than that. If I get enough Lebethron to be able to make a bow. We're now in Till Ruinen. You may remember, this is the island of salamanders. So, as I have said in the past there, I have basically only really discovered two significant pain points in free-to-play account. The first and most important being the relatively small amount of inventory space you've got. Okay, it's not relative. The painfully small amount of inventory space you've got. It's 1,000. Hold on to those. Those are the 12. Are those 1,000 as well? I don't think I need 2 stacks of thousands, but that's fine. Guess I'll hold on to that for now. There's just not a lot of inventory space there. The second pain point is the absence of fast travel options. You have some, but not a bunch. And that is painful as well. For instance, no access to the fast travel from Tinadir to the Eve Spires. Because you have to have subbed at least once. That's one of the advantages to doing the standard recommended. Everyone should buy a month worth of subscription to unlock a bunch of stuff that stays unlocked. In this particular case, you do have to log into the character while you're subbed. But that's kind of a negative, but you do gain a significant advantage from buying a month of the subscription and becoming a premium player, a VIP for a month, and a premium player on the account. Whereas I'm trying to do this completely free to play so that I can see exactly how the game feels and plays for a player who's doing it that way. Had a lot of people ask me free-to-play questions, and I just didn't know the answers to. So, I'm trying to find out for myself. Not all clear to me even now. There is a page on the wiki that covers the benefits of the different account types. But I know they've also made changes to the monetization not too long ago. I'm not sure if it is correctly reflecting those changes. For instance, I have seen contrary reports as to whether if you sub for a month, that gives you all of the bag slots. You get the full 90 inventory slots instead of 45. Saw a streamer mention that the other day. I don't think that's what it says on the wiki. I think on the wiki it says the reverse, that you don't get those, so I don't know what the story is. Which is accurate. Because the wiki may not have been changed, may not have been updated when the monetization was. And we're getting close to the spires now. Oh, you little shitbag. Couple of things of Levithron branches here, and I need the Levithron if I want to keep advancing my ability to craft bows and handmade weapons. My melee weapons. Which are a little bit limited for the woodworker, but that's fine. You can't have everything, I've been told. And look who we've got here. We have our first int sighting. Silky filth. It's so silky and soft. It's Longbow. Friends at the Eavespire. Should we say a ranger sent you? He is wise to know the lake and forest are. Hey.
You should not be giving your right name away like so.
Okay, I won't give my right name away like so. The men from the north, who dress like wolves, are not like the rangers from the east. They worship the land, but then use it to create evil and darkness. They are a foul breed of man, one I do not trust. They have begun coming further south, even to the edges of this grove. This causes me great worry.
Let's not be hasty.
I have to aid them. I can do that. I have to aid 6 different guys? 5? One of them's in there twice. One of them's in there. Okay, one of them's in there 3 times. I have to help these guys. Weird that they have multiple quests like that, but okay. Wolfmen from the north defeat Garadine at the Evenrills. Right, I can do that. Gardan relics.
My words, traveler. Will you lend me your
Garden
ear?
tribesmen, gorge stalkers, and a soothsayer.
Might you spare a moment of
Find the
your time?
pool at the top of the Evenrills.
How can I
Train
be of
hunter
service?
skills. They don't do that anymore. Browse the shop.
Negavonin.
Wow. Those are 2 really crappy bows you got there, but thanks for thinking about us anyway. And the third dude is here. Pouches of poison.
Lend me your ear.
Garadan pouches. And wards of the Garadan.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
I might. I might do that. I won't, but I might. Lock all these in place. Because unfortunately, they're going to bounce around as I complete them. If I don't, because there's 6 total quests and only 5 spots, and one of them might go missing. And the kill 8 is one I don't need to track because I'm going to kill way more than 8. Oh, thanks for that. Couldn't make that water waitable, could you? No, they couldn't. Alright, well, we're going to head up into the hills. And we also have the riddle quest. I think. Dangerous Road. Barracks Camp. Right, that's one of the helps. That's the other help. That's the defeat 8. One more marker, that's find the riddle. On the western shore of mighty Lake Nanual, stone paths run to water from a flat clearing. Now we start heading up. Up and away, sort of. I have not seen any Garadan out there yet. Alright, I'll mount up then. That way we can make sure that one of them shows up almost immediately. More Lebethron. that stuff is, like, clickable or anything, huh? That don't seem right. Where are all the Gardan? Has somebody else run through here and murdered them all a little while ago? Oh. Stone marker. Using it has no effect. Unique. Starts quest there and back again. An old storm bears some faint engravings that will require some time to decipher. It says starts a quest, but I can't actually do anything. That's weird. Okay. I do not understand. Hello. It is way high. Thank you. That's a couple days in a row it's done that. Thanks. You're right. I need to add that to the list of things I should check when I start up a stream. Thanks. I appreciate that. And good afternoon, my time. Where are all the Gardine? Somebody must have just come through here and killed them all, but it doesn't make any sense because I haven't seen anybody and they haven't been respawning or anything. I've been kind of dawdling. We've got Shadow Fangs about. That one's kind of in the way. But I don't understand why there are no Garradine around. I suspect that means mountain time. There's a Garradine. A Gardan, singular. A member of the Gardan. You did? Gardan Slayer. Poor Garradine. Let's drop a trap. Gather our focus. Gardan spear. Another ward to go down. Interesting, I am way up in the hills. Gorge stalkers. Tribesmen. Not the pool. That's the wards. miss a ward down there? It appears that I may have. I don't think so. No, it's below. It's always easier to get below than above, so that's it. About a little Heartseeker. That works. Hunter is pretty good, but it's no brawler when it comes to absolutely murdering bad guys. True. Definitely the brawler kills things faster than... ridiculously fast. Another Gardan ward. What am I doing on wards? I need one more. Got a corpse, which means free money, of course. If I, click on it correctly. Free money. I like free money. I cannot lie. Working our way to the area that was below us. Tomorrow. I get the ship tomorrow. I had miscounted. I am at 19 of 20 right now. I get it tomorrow. I'm also logging in a different character who is sitting at DS9 and grabbing the free goodie box, the free Phoenix pack box every day. When they first brought out the Phoenix boxes, I bought a fair number and got pretty lucky early on and got the... we can remove that and remove that. I got the ship I was looking for, the bug, the Jem'Hadar attack ship, so that I could use it on my carriers. So that's not the top-end ship, that's the second tier of ship. And that's the only one of those I've got. I don't remember. I didn't buy a huge number of boxes. I got lucky. Alright, the pouches, I think, are over here. But you have to... Basically, it's like an entirely different second path you need to follow. Well, the free Phoenix crates, I mean, all you have to do for that is leave somebody at DS9. Pick up the box, open the box. They're not as useful as they used to be. They used to be able to cash them in for... what else do we need? I need one more Gorge Stalker. Used to be able to, if you wanted to, cash them in for upgrade goodies. And that was worthwhile. Need one more Gorge Stalker. Is that the Gorge Stalker? Yeah, okay. Well. I have missed a couple of ships over the years, a couple of the giveaway ships, but not many. A couple of the Ryson ships from this festival, from the Rysa thing. I don't know, I may have one of the Rysa ships, and that's it. difference is I've done all of the Winterfest stuff, I think. So I've got all of the various... what's the cold-based race, or the very cold race? All of the ships from them. Can't remember now. My brain is turning cheese whiz. Thank you, the Breen. I've got all of the tier 4s and tier 5s and tier 6s from them, so. Those are the poison pouches. That's the... Okay, well that should... I don't know why the arrow is pointing up there. There's nothing really up there that I'm interested in. But then the quest arrows, sometimes they're a little... not perfectly useful? Last of the Gorge Stalkers. But I'm being chased because I was incautious, and that's not a good look. That's a long ways down. But I believe we actually have to go all the way down there to reach the other areas we need to hit. Finish off that last Gorge Stalker I need. I also have all of the Feclari ships. Which are certainly some of the more interesting looking Star Trek Online ships. Don't fall! Don't! Okay. Lots and lots of bears. All right, and now we're getting up to the poison satchels or pouches. Garadine and the Evenrills. Oh, sure. How about a little Heartseeker? Not sure he enjoyed that. Alright, a couple of pouches. Pardon me. 3 pouches. I think this is the area right in there where we've got to do the cleansing. So the Soothsayer is going to get a Heartseeker right on the right part. Looks like the pool of which Erkiel spoke. The water's calm, softly glowing. It feels cool against my hands. Ah, there it is. Need 2 more. Garadine. Need 1 more. Garadan. Singular. And there we go. And that is, I think, all of the quests. In the first batch, anyway, out of there. Indeed. It does seem so. And I ride. Somebody's angry at me. Imagine that. Angry at me. I'm so nice. Oh, there's Nat Rapkins. He's going to be used for a quest, but we don't have it yet. Just your average dead body. Wearing his "Hello, my name is Nat Rapkins" name tag. You know, from the meet and greet. I aggroed something. One of them's following me. Only one. But we're almost back to all our quest givers. Where 8 quest turn-ins await, I believe. It's always glorious to have a boatload of quests to turn in. Pouches?
What can I do for you?
It'll take me some time to study these, and if fortune is with us, we will not need to use what I learned.
How can
Good.
I be of service?
You've done exactly as I asked. I hope the Garadine were not too much trouble. In any case, we now have what we need to begin setting our final plan into motion, which Erkiel will describe to you. Sure he will. I have no hope left for these lands. Well, why are you here then, whiner?
How can I be of
Jeez.
service?
I see you have returned with the relics of the Garadine. Excellent. They are crude as I expected. They also show more sinister signs. Some of the work is influenced by the customs of orcs and goblins. The relationship is distant, and perhaps they have had dealings with each other for some considerable time, but it does not bode well for our chances of coming to a reasoned understanding with them, I'm afraid. Lithuifen's tender temperaments aside, I fear that our next course may best be one of decisive action. Hopefully, he will not be too upset with me. Regen food. Item level 30. These are all going to be item level 30. They all have the same thing. Are they all regen food? 507, 245, 10, 15? No. Those are the in combats. And it removes disease and fear. Removes. Duration is 15 minutes. They all look the same. 577. No, they're not the same. They're all doing the same thing, though. Morale regen. 45 in combat. We'll take sliced apple pies. Wait, are the pies sliced or... I need to sell stuff too. Let's do that first. Browse the
What
shop.
do you need?
We'll repair. We'll sell. Silky filth. I hate to sell the filth, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm a big fan of filth. Hunting the hunters.
How can I be of service?
Oh, those
What
are
do
new
you
quests.
need?
I thought we had one to turn in. Yeah, we have.
Negavonin.
Water glowed lightly, then felt cool against your legs. I believe that means it worked. And whatever damage may have been done by the Garadine should fade from the threat from the north. With
How
these
can I
things
be of
done,
service?
it is now time to draw the line.
Mind my words, traveler.
I will mind your words in a minute. Wolfmen from the north. So you defeated the Garadine, and they begin to scatter and flee? Good. They will think twice before returning to that place. We got two turn-ins over here. My roots taste fresh water once more. For the first in a long time, the Evenrills are purified. Wait, can we have a second? I've sworn he had 2 sets of 3. Maybe one of them auto-completed? Maybe. Alright, what's she have for me? False wards.
Might you
Place
spare
false
a
wards.
moment
Now
of
and
your
then,
time?
a warrior of some renown. As a warrior of some renown, I am all too accustomed to doing battle, and always I contend with and offer the threat of death against such mean foes as goblins and orcs. This threat itself is often sufficient to break their spirits and send them back into the darkness, unless they are driven by powerful masters, but not with the Garadine. As Lithwifin has reminded me, men such as they who are still free of spirit and pride often place greater value upon the unseen and unfelt words. Alright, wants me to change their wards. Any other quests here? I don't see any other quests here. Let's take all of our goodies here, and once again, sell them.
How can I be of service?
You can buy all my crap. Cloth shoulder pads of might. I'm not high enough level, but they're almost better. I think the fate. It's a push. Fine skins I'll hold on to. And fine furs, because those can be used. Oh, they actually have a potentially useful... Smooth Lebathron Great Club. Well, it won't be useful, but it's learnable, so I'll learn it. I have learned it. I now know more things than I knew before. I am smarter than I was, for some small value, smart. We will eat the last of our blueberry muffins to get them out of our inventory for no other reason. Also, I am a fan of blueberry muffins. I mean, realistically, they're hardly even muffins anymore. They're kind of like cake. Where are we going? We're going back up there, huh? While we're here, one more marker. Find the solution to the riddle. And we can hope that that takes us there, but I'm not particularly... I don't particularly think that's likely. It's a quest I've done in the past. I just simply have no specific memory of it, other than being somewhere in the general vicinity of up here. Oh, heavy Lebathron. Thank you. Oh, it's delicious. Excuse me. You're in my way, dude. Okay, we've got our first of the Garadan markers. Oh, those are kind of creepy looking wards. Yeah, let's replace their creepy looking wards with creepier looking wards. Not rewards. I'm not sure that's a great idea, but okay. Quest giver's got this brilliant idea. Oops, let's not try to not fall. Oh, the next marker's right there. Well, then I guess we gotta kill him. Sorry, dude. You're in the way of progress. Two false words placed. More Lebathron. We need a lot of Lebathron to eventually open up the next tier. It's 3 false wards placed. Little doggy wants me to pet him. I'm sure that's what he's looking for. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 wards. Recommend. After we place this, before we head back. Find the solution to the riddle. Yeah. Bridge. Piqued my memory. Swift Brook. More Lebathron. Really not where I remembered it. There? Seriously? Evidently, seriously, that's really not where I remembered it at all. But I will follow the quest guide. More Lebathron. Far more useful, at least back in the day, was the other thing that spawns around these parts, which is the dwarf iron here. Because it was used in several tiers of crafting, unlike most crafting goods, which are only used in the tier in which they appear. It was used in the next tier as well, and possibly the one after that. So there was always a demand for dwarf iron, and so I had a friend who taught her kids how to ride around here on the west side of Lake Evendim looking for dwarf iron and harvesting it for her. Hours and hours they did that. Ah, that's right. Okay. This could definitely get me dead.
Can't you leave me to my
You're a friend of the
misery?
Rangers? Happy tidings. Here we were thinking we lacked the numbers to send those tomb robbers packing. But with your help, we should be able to manage it. Let's get 'em, boys. Teach them to leave relics of the past, good and buried. Let's set a trap. Focus up. Oh. Oh, so these are friends. Mistake. Final stone marker. Find the solution to the riddle. High atop Dol Hadir, beyond the gloaming falls, Wolfkin. Okay, that's why. This isn't the end. There's one more up above. Okay. So that explains why my memory was that it was up there. Yeah, it's all the way up at the top of Gloaming Falls. See how we feel about it once we get back to where we're going. More Lebathron. Need a lot of Lebathron, because the next tier is 440, and it's worth 8 points each. So you need to do 55 crafts of it. I think it's 2 pieces per. It is. So we need 110 to open up the next tier. Ideally, we would like to get the mastery on the harvesting tier, in which case I think we need 330 to get that done, which is a lot. We're going to pull this bear, I'm pretty sure. No, we didn't. Well, that's pleasant. Hello, Urkio. Well done, my friend. Reputation changed. New deed, world renowned. So that was the Wardens. I am at maximum. I am kindred with the Wardens. That opens up the deed for world renowned, which is being kindred with a boatload. I think all of the stuff in the original release version. Like 20 LotRO points, I think. I'm a Warden of Illuminus now. It is indeed 20 LotRO points, giving us, I don't even remember where we were, 230. Oh my god, we're filthy rich, or at least filthy.
What do you need?
Repair our stuff. Reinforced dwarf steel boots. They're heavy armor. Can't wear them. Hammer. I can use that. It's level 37. Slightly better than what I've got. Hold on to that, I guess. Not that melee weapons are a big ticket item for me. What do we got?
Should not be giving
Aid them again. I already aided them a bunch.
So.
At Amon Moth. Amon Moth? Moth. Request. Befuddled Titans. Let's see. Fruits of the forest.
Sweet-eyed melon.
Colorful berries. Oh, how nice. I get to pick berries. Knocking heads. Steal a lucky stone from the giants of Amon Moth. And him. Fool's Crown.
Mind my
Defeat
words,
the stone
traveler.
giant chieftain. I'm going to be fighting a bunch of giants. It's not necessarily an easy thing. Alright, we're going to go ahead and work our way up. And finish off the riddle deed thing. Since we've gotten this far, we'll go the rest of the way. heavy Levithron branches. I need those. So, bad news for the formidable Forest Chandler. Hey, he survived the Heartseeker. Pretty formidable. Lots of Garadine. Why were they all absent when I came through the first time? Ooh, another heavy Levithron branch. Glorious. Delicious. Yep. We're in the right area. Should be around here somewhere. Yeah, all these guys were absent when I came through here about 40 minutes ago. Is that the pool over there? No, I'm searching for. Oh, it is back there. Okay. It said it. That was the one that I commented at the time. That it says it starts a quest. Not the Fierce Wolf. The Garadan Soothsayer. One-shotted. Marker bears an inscription, but it's all but worn away by the passage of time. Find the solution to the riddle. The end of your search lies at the beginning. The treasure was always there, but you did not see. Right back at the Parth Adwial crossroads. Got it. Very funny. It's a funny joke, guys. Ha ha ha. I'm laughing, really. Making me run around for nothing. That's steeper than I'm comfortable with. Oh, that was not deserving of a... This one's going to be, I suspect. Yay. Nice. Nope. We'll head for the giants. Get them out of the way, and then on the way back we can pick up the fruit. I'd forgotten about the giant area over here. More Levithron. bears, and we got giants. A small stone cairn. Steal a lucky stone from a giant. Memory serves you. Okay, yeah, you have to pick up rocks and you throw them at the giants until they start fighting with one another. You've been hitting a mug, all right. One time too many. Hear you bellying on about stuff. Shut your yap. Right, that's what it does it. Now I'll do for you. Giant's lucky stone. And I also say, I'm a giant slayer. I've slain my first giant. Oh, he appears to be coming my direction. Now he's not. Cut to the other side. I'm trying to find the when I'm supposed to kill the bossy giant dude. Got him there. I think it is. Stone giant chieftain. I hope he doesn't bring all of his bears with him, but I think he probably might. Just one. Alright. Got those two things taken care of. We now head back and grab the berries, I think it was. Some kind of fruit. Some fruit or fruit-related object. Oh, I've caught somebody's attention. 2 of them, maybe 3. I will ride like the wind. I have successfully ridden like the wind. That's probably a slight exaggeration. It's probably not really wind. It's more like I ride like a high elf on a horse. Alright, we're looking for colorful berries. But I'm not averse to going a little bit out of my way for some other. Shadow Fang is within aggro range. The other one might be as well. It is. Yay, colorful berries. We have spotted our first batch of colorful berries. We will now pick them appropriately. More Lebethron. And colorful berries. How nice for me. And a Gardan warrior. How not great for him. ramped up. See if we can't speed up the finding of the colorful berries a little bit. Like that. More colorful berries there. They're colorful, but are they tasty? Are they delicious? Are they poisonous? Shadowfang's in the way. A luminous firefly. I need one more colorful berries. That's not an oxymoron. One more colorful berries. Sounds plural. Or bear. And now we're back to Thieves' Spires. Cash in 4 more quests. Yay! There was much rejoicing. Well, okay, there was some rejoicing. I'm rejoicing inside. You know, quietly. In my own private, celebratory space. Promise? Plus, we also have one to turn in back at the crossroads. Jump, and we made it. More Levithron. How are we doing on the Levithron, anyway? 60. I think that's enough to get us to open up the next tier of foresting. Knocking heads.
What can I do for you?
Secure. And this guy.
Megovanen.
And this one.
Hail, friend, and well met.
I am going to AFK just a sec, grab myself some water. Divest myself of some water. Sell my stuff first.
Megawonnen.
Well, repair my stuff first and then sell it. No. And silky filth. I sold my silky filth. Fuddled titans.
Greetings to you.
The preparations are ready. Now we drive them off for good.
Sweet-eyed
Pour
maiden.
Lithofin's draft into the giant's stew pot. Really? No. That seems kind of petty, but alright. Anybody else? Any quests? Not just that one? Really? That's a long ways to ride for that. Fine, 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 I'll do it. But I'm not enthused about what I assume is giving a bunch of giants the runs. Imagine what that place would smell like. How'd you drive off the giants? I gave them all diarrhea. What? Mm-hmm. The place won't be habitable for 1,000 years. Hope I can use the throw rocks gimmick again. But probably not. Or Lebethron. Lebethron. No, that's right. I needed 110, not 55. So I don't have enough yet to get myself to open up the next tier. Not yet. Not yet. I guess we have to go over here. Sometimes you've got to go back to go up. More giants. There he is. Some giant chieftain. Why was he not running around when I came here earlier? I'm on the move. Is he gonna spot me? Yes, I think he will. He did. Second one spotted me too as I got hung up on the landscape briefly. This is not going great. There's the stew pot. I aggroed a bunch more. Well, hopefully I can lose them over here. Eventually. Wait, have I lost them already? They don't have much in the way of stick-to-itiveness, I have to say that for them. What? Fine, then I'll make it to the stew pot the hard way. Or the easy way. Uh-oh. Something smells good. Greedily gobbles up the tainted stew. And now the runs. And he ate it, but... What is that? Spiders? Oh, it's making them hallucinate. Okay. They're all going insane. Cool. Thousands of them. Keep them away. They're They're freaking out. They're having a bad trip. They are, in the vernacular, tripping balls. So we just have to now go back with the wee fin. Grab more Levitron. It'll probably just give them the runs later. Right back there. Is that the end of that place as a quest node? I don't recall. More Levithron and more Levithron. Oh, nifty little flock of birds flying there. Nice little animation effect, I approve. Don't think I ever really noticed that before. Subconsciously, I'm sure I noticed it, but don't think oh, that's actually kind of nifty. We are getting close to level 37. And I think our next port of call, so to speak, depending on what other quests pop up, is we're heading off for the troll shots. I think we've got a couple people to talk to in Rivendell as well. More Levithron. And more Levithron. Cannot get enough Levithron. Turn this in. Have anything to sell? Click the wrong
How can I be
thing.
of service? What do you need?
Not much.
Sweet-eyed Melon.
They have long believed these woods to be haunted, and now I believe they will take this opportunity to leave them. And quest from Big Int Boy.
You should not be giving your right
More
name
quests.
away
I'm
like
not
so.
really interested in going down to the Twisted Grove because that's like way down here. Yes. So we will instead teleport ourselves to Evendim. The old-fashioned hunter way. And my memory is that these West Coast quests were often very annoying. We do have one more to turn in over here. Finding a solution to the riddle. And we'll scour Tinadir and see if there are any more quests. I don't think so. In which case we will head off to Rivendell and cash in a couple of quests we have to turn in there. See, that's you wood though. Not interested in you wood. If it ain't Levithron, go fish. 81 logs. A pretty good haul. Need about another 30 to get the proficiency tier taken care of. Notice something you did not notice on your earlier examination. The stone marker, a small removable block from the rear of the marker itself. Inside the hollow space is a moldy book. Bring it to Kulang. Having control over numinous gives all players in Evendim a 25% bonus on rep earned from kills. And we have a glory commendation gains, modifiers, and experience gain. And that is because the good guys hold most of the place, most of the stuff in the player versus monster player PvP zone. The Ettenborgs, which they just did an update for the other day for the first time in years. They're trying to knock it back into a playable condition, or at least a interesting playable one. Thank you. God, I forget that so often. That is probably seems like a gimmick. But no, it's just an old guy. Thank you very much. Yes, yeah, I can be taught, contrary to popular belief. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Shadow is on my spirit.
Shadow is on your spirit, you poor guy. What is that you bear? A book. Reclaimed from the stone marker itself. Amazing. Give it here so I may examine it. Time has not been kind to this book, but some of it appears to be legible. The diary of some member of the landowner's family, a daughter, unless I miss my guess. This is a true treasure, a record from out of our distant past. This is far more precious than I expected you to find. Thank you for your efforts and the weariness of your limbs. It was a long journey, but for such a find to be returned to us from out of the darkness, it is a thing of joy. Please take this reward. My heartfelt gratitude. Sure. It's a slight improvement, so sure. And now that I am kindred with them, we'll see if there's anything else they've got that I want to buy. All they have is recipes.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
No, I did not need
Greetings.
something. Thank you, though. It's thoughtful of you to ask. Hunter's goods. I think I've gone through this and got the only item. I already have the jacket of true aim, or had, I think. No, I didn't. What did I get? I did get the leggings. Why can I not get that? I don't have enough of the currency? I don't have enough of the currency. That figures. Gloves of the true aim. Edge and morale. It's not nearly as good as what I already have, but thanks for thinking about it. Wow, is it not anywhere near as good? That's the hunter's goods. Jewelry? I think I went through the jewelry. There was lots of jewelry, but one of the collars may be better. One of the necklaces may be an improvement. That one. Not that one. No. Fletcher. It's slightly better. Good enough. Put that down there. Jewelry. Cloaks. They're all too high level, or I don't have enough. They're all too high level. Well, I can buy a cloak and hold on to it until, agility, evade, and morale. It's not better than what I already have. Are they at least good looking? Not really, no. And how about this? Anything of note?
How may I help you?
Noreen, Captain's Sword. Slightly better. Again, Dunedain, Ranger's Sword. A bow in here anywhere? Would you like to have a bow, say, for the hunter who uses bows? That's a pretty good bow. Well, 40. A really good bow. Do we have a less awesome bow? Do not. Well, I can buy this and hold on to it, because I'm currently doing 62 DPS, and this would be 81, which is a lot. So I will buy that, and set it aside for later. So this is 50.8, and the one I just got is 51.8. And it is a club. Do we have one of the lower tier clubs that I could use right now? Let's see. Swords are nice, certainly. But I kind of like my stuff to match, you know. Fashion's important. Longsword. Might Vit. Gotta have something else with agility in here, right? You've got something in here with agility. Right? Maybe? It's like the answer to that is no, not really. Might Vit, critical power, that's not bad. One-handed. Oh, there we go. We'll buy that. And we'll be able to sell that. Right now. That. And that leaves us with these. And that's 51.8, and that is 50.5. So we equip that. And we put that in the offhand, and we are set. We have a club and a dagger. And we hold on to this, and we sell these. Science, guys.
Greetings.
Mathematics. Key to the universe. 40.2, 45.3. Yep, those are both deprecated now. I know it's a big word. So I think we are off for... I'll triple check and make sure that... No other quests here, right? Right? Everyone's fine with me. Everyone's cool. Everything's good.
What can I do for you?
And this one apparently only sells crafting, goodies, and housing items. But everyone else is done. So we're now going to... Let's see, a dangerous road. Aragorn and Rivendell. Barracan's camp in the Trollshaws. Rivendell. That's Lemacoti. No rep. In Esteldin. I will take the trip to Esteldin, I think, to cash that quest in. North Downs. We can, I think, get rid of these. Just so I'm not going to a new place and trying to grab all the quests and suddenly realize I don't have enough space. I will not rant yet again about the quest limits in this game. Or, for that matter, in pretty much every other MMO ever. Despite how much I loathe and detest them. Talk to Minkum. And Bog Prowler nests, so we can leave those behind as well. So we are off to Esteldin. Cash in the quest with Nethur. Oh, that'll probably be the level. I need a 37, I think.
What can I do for you?
What can you do for me? No swift travel to Esteldin? Really? Really? I think I've got to teleport there. Hold on. I do. Yeah, that's getting to be a bit more of a pain point. The lack of fast travel options outside of my hunter stuff is becoming more of a pain point, along with the bag size. Bag space, the inventory space being so limited. Those are the only two real things that I object to in the free-to-play model. Clicked on him. I'm waiting to... Yeah. A little bit of lag. First lag it's bitten me today, I think.
Would you do something for me?
I might. Wardens of Annuminus. Have you heard of the... Travel to the camp of Tinadir? Sure. Because I'm a hunter, I can teleport back and forth as much as I like. Any other character would have just gotten that quest to go to the place that he took 10 minutes to leave and scream.
What can I do for you?
That is level 37. Ba-ba-ba-dum. That's another trait point. Alright, let's see. Mercy kill, merciful shot, critical damage. Rain of arrows, crit chance, and crit multi. I got that rain of arrows. We wanted that. I'm not sure about the rest. The strength stance damage is probably pretty good. Draw weight. We definitely want to get into that. Finish that one up, I think. And that's the Heart Seeker. Applies the moderate bleed damage. I think we want to finish off the draw weight. So, back to Tinadir. One of the reasons to choose a hunter if you're a free-to-play player for your first character is the ability to do stuff like this. I had a quest to go from Tinadir to Estelden, and when I got to Estelden, there was another quest to go to Tinadir. I realize they're breadcrumbing it, and that's fine. Great.
Greetings.
And guess what? Back to Estelden. Any other class would have found that extraordinarily annoying. Rivendell? Can I get to Rivendell?
How can I be of service?
Yeah, should be able to. Historically, yes. Rivendell, no. You have to be a subscriber. Am I going to have to ride, I guess, from... I don't have Ostgaruth. Maybe I didn't do enough quests in the area or didn't buy the guide to. So I guess we go to Bree. And we ride from Bree across the Lone Lands to the Trollshaws. In which case, Barakin's camp is now back on the menu. Evendim, Rantost. Was it an Evendim? Barakin's camp. If you've never been here, welcome to Bree. It's a lovely night in Bree, as you can see. Full moon is up. Constellations. Stars. Lovely night in Middle Earth. That is the sign of the prancing pony. Something. I believe I can make a bow that is superior to the one I'm currently using. And I would be foolish not to. Something that's a little bit better is better, kind of by definition. But even if it's only a little better, worth the trip. I will only use the workbench to make enough wood, as is required. So, for the Lebathron bow, I need 2 thin Lebathron boards. One. And 2. And I also need a pristine leather wrapper. purchased from supply vendor, I think. Pristine leather.
What can I do for
wrapper.
you?
Pristine leather wrapping. Make myself a bow. 1 Lebethron bow. Coming up. And it is 65.8, slightly more damage. Oh, but it's common damage instead of Western S. I don't think it's actually as good. Yeah, it's not. Even though it's slightly more damage. Oh well. No harm, no foul.
Greetings, friend.
Any damage type other than common is significantly, if not way better than common damage. So the fact that that was common damage compared to Western S is a big deal. A lot of critters will have very large amounts of common damage resistance, but not anywhere near as much Western S damage. So even though it's theoretically less damage per second, it's actually probably doing more to way more. How far can we go? Can we get to
How can I be of service?
fast travel? Do we have any fast travel options? Don't. Alright, well, we're off. So across half of Breland. To the Lone Lands, and then across the entire Lone Lands. Stop in at Barracan's camp. Continue riding all the way to Rivendell. Yeah, we do not have any other useful stuffs. Is there a trait for that? I would expect there should be. I just haven't done the appropriate deed to get amongst the racials. Grace of the Firstborn, Wrath of the Firstborn, Grace of Valinor. Those who remain. Blade Dancer, travel to Karas Galavon. So, theoretically, my home city is in Lorien. In Lothlorien. I can't get there yet. I am a high elf. I'm no regular elf. I'm a high elf. I'm good. I'm good. High elf was added as an option a few years back. But you're not a real badass like the actual high elves because you got a concussion and we're in a coma for 3,000 years. That's how they keep you from being overpowered because, well, the actual high elves were freaking badasses. And they needed to nerf you somehow. And that's how they did it. The starting area for the high elf is actually at the Battle of the Morannon. Second Age. If memory serves, you get clobbered by the Witch King himself. And spend the next, I don't know, 3,000 years or so having a nice restful nap. The Forsaken Inn. The Lone Lands, now entering Anonlos.
How can I be of service?
I will pay him so I can go hands off for as long as it takes me to ride to Ostgaruth. Sit back a little, relax. We're heading all the way across the map. This will take us to there, Ostgaruth. We're heading into the Trollshaws, Barraken's camp, all the way up to Rivendell itself. What is my rep with these guys? Big line, only an acquaintance. I will take a look at the rep vendor there and see if acquaintance is good enough for the return to. I doubt it. Guide to, I should say. I guess I didn't do an enormous amount of questing out of Ostgaruth proper. So I don't have the return to. Or I just didn't realize I qualified for it and then buy it. It would be silly, but it is the kind of thing. So there's Weathertop behind us. Where Gandalf faced off against the Nazgul, and then the Hobbits and Aragorn faced off against more Nazgul. Old watchtower of Arnor. Always been a fan of the Lone Lands. Not entirely sure why I like it so much. Maybe because it's the first area you go to where you're out of sort of the civilized, relatively civilized areas of Ered Luin or the Shire or Greenland. Ostgaruth. So I will real quick go up and check on the rep vendor and see what I might have available at acquaintance, although I doubt it. It's worth taking a sec to find out. One of the big advantages hunters have is their ability to teleport around, especially as a free-to-play player. Holy crap. He's not the rep vendor. Those are all regular vendors. Supplier. Crafting guilds. Faction rewards, maybe?
What can I do for you today?
Yeah. Request fishing poles. Oh, what those are. Okay, that's not the rep vendor I'm looking for then. It's not the rep vendor you're looking for. Healer. Bard of Ostgaruth. Is there in here somewhere? Anywhere? I think so. Huh. There's got to be an Igline rep vendor around somewhere, but I'm damned if I can find him.
Could I speak with you?
Guide to Ostgaruth. Talk to Trumsworth. So it's a quest, is it?
What do you
Talk
need?
to Hagahild. What? That's an awful lot of rings that I'm supposed to be talking to about things with. But I will take a couple of minutes to do it, because it pays for itself. If I ever need to use it once. Just once. Hagahild? Hagahild. Should have a ring over your head. Don't you have a ring over your head? Be right there. Subtle tracks again. That's the reason. The subtle tracks again. Yeah, the tracking thing. More subtle tracks. That way. Fortunately, I'm high enough level that none of the mobs care about me. Makes this one just basically a small time investment to get the return to, or guide to. New Deed Bog Lurker Slayer. Yeah, I never did do the. Try that again. Few branches. Hagahild. Ogahild, whatever.
What do you need?
Talk to Trumsworth. Trumsworth is back up there, and we should get it now. We will again now make space for it. Chronologically setting up. Yes. Options. Stop getting caught. Ground. Unlock those. Let's see. Nickel Delving, Thorns Hall, Bree. That's a one, and that's a Lost Growth Guide. We hope. And assume. Worth the time expense, I think. 5 minutes, give or take.
Greetings.
And there it is. And even in place now. Good, we got that taken care of. Nice to get that out of the way. Check and see if we've got any further travel options. I think so. Other than riding like the wind.
Greetings.
We do. Definitely worth it. Even if it's slow travel. I'll get off when we get to Barakchen's camp. Talk to him. Should then be able to continue our ride, if not, I've chosen poorly. I do that from time to time. Actually, I won't. I will ride all the way. So we're going to ride slow travel, granted, all the way across the last third or quarter of Homelands, and then across the entirety of the Troll Shows. We've been riding for a while. I'm sure you found it gripping. But being able to be hands-off on this is worth 15 silver to me for sure. But not having fast travel, it hurts. This is definitely the most painful of the no fast travel options, or fewer fast travel options for free-to-play. This is the worst it's felt. This is the first time it's felt genuinely off. And without my teleports, it would have been worse. Without the 100 teleports, this would be bad. So now I've got 2 significant pain points out of the free-to-play. That's about it, which is actually pretty good. I think a lot of the pain from, pardon me, the road to Rivendell, the last bridge. A lot of the pain from the very limited options for for fast travel. I want to grab each of these along the way. Oh, I could go to the stables. That's good. A and B. But we will go to Barakchen's or Barakchen's. Grab that one. And we'll ride the rest of the way from there. But I'm fairly certain that a lot of the limitations on fast travel are removed if you subscribe for me. So that would take care of that problem rather much instantly. But for me, I'm attempting to do the pure free-to-play experience, and it hurts. Turn in from halfway across the world.
What can I do for you?
The Rangers of Evendim sent you to help? Then he doesn't have a quest for me. Yes, they sent me to help. Well, I don't need your help. Screw off.
How can I be of service?
And now we'll ride the rest of the way to the Rivendell stables. Call it an afternoon. Yeah, so if you're hanging around for any more gameplay, yeah, there won't be. I'm going to get off right in front of the guest house in Rivendell, where tomorrow I will start the day off by talking with Aragorn. Seeing what he has to say to me. I'll talk to Elrond. See what he has to say to me. I will be back in, about 3 hours' time, give or take. About, 3 hours. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, for my late session, where I am currently running around in the area of Kirith Ungol and Minas Morgul on my level 121, I think, brawler. I hope to be back here again tomorrow at about the same time, sometime between 11 and noon Pacific. That's 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern, for more of my free-to-playthrough. And we'll probably be airing out some of these things like, the big trolls. Actually, along the road, I think they only come out at night. There are a few other places where they're out during the day. But generally, the troll shaws. Not a lot of trolls out during the day because they turn to stone. So those are my plans for the next day. Tonight, the area around Kirith Ungol and Imlad Morgul. My brawler tomorrow at roughly the same time as this. Find out what's shaken in Rivendell, and then probably doing questing in the troll shaws on this character. So them's my plans. If you were waiting for those with bated breath, there you go. But once we get to about there, I will be calling it an afternoon. This are the fords where the Nazgul were washed away. The fords of Bruin. Not too terribly far from being able to go into Eregion. And at 45, 8 levels, we get our legendary bow. Now, if you've ever done chicken play, this is where things start to get kind of dicey, is trying to get through this area as a chicken without getting killed. If you've never done chicken play, it starts in the Shire, and you get shape changed into a chicken. You have to run to various places without getting killed in chicken form. You get rewards for that. One of the better ones, I think the Cloak of the Cluck, is the reward for managing to run the entire distance from the Shire to Rivendell without dying in chicken form. But I believe they've got rewards all the way out for including running from the Shire to Minas Tirith without dying. Generally, most of those accomplishments require an escort. Player character to kill the things that might kill you, stay out in front of you, and hopefully detect any of the stealth mobs. That was always a problem in this area, is that there are stealth mobs. I missed the pony point there. Not sure how I did that. But in this area, there are stealth mobs, and those are the biggest risk. Road to Rivendell, the gates of Imladris. 4-4. bestowed. Explorer of the Troll Shaws. 1 of 3, and assuming 5 LotRO points. 5 LotRO points. I am rich beyond all of my dreams. And there's the last homely house. And the rest of Rivendell. Get up here. I know what he's got for me.
Stay a
Talk
moment.
to Outflank. Immediately travel to the last bridge. Screw off! Just came from there. Imagine what I just did, right? Now imagine if I'd ridden this whole way without using any of the stable masters. I'd ridden here manually, so to speak. And I unthinkingly accept that guy's quest, and poof, I'm all the way back on the far end of the Lonelands. Well, I'm actually going to deposit myself here at the stable once I grab the stable point. And I'll be calling it an afternoon. But back in about 3 hours for more LotRO action. Kirithungol, Imlad Morgul, Minas Morgul. Very scenic. White the Garden spot. And we're here.
How can I be of service? What can I do for you?
Nothing, my friend. So, I'll have 3 hours. It will include food, so that'll be good. I will be back in about 3 hours. It'll be more of the same, more or less. Different character, different area. But the same incredibly gripping vibe from your humble streamer. Back in about 3. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I'll be back shortly. Have a great rest of your afternoon, whether you make it back or not for the evening session. And a great Friday night, and a great weekend. Catch you next time. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.